Welcome to the CarCrazedFool garage, and in this episode we're going to be reviewing this awesome BMW i8 that's been kindly lent to me by Coopers BMW Colchester. So here we are with this 2018 BMW i8 Coupe. Now this thing really does feel like it's rolled off the set of a sci-fi movie. You've got some really interesting angles from outside. When you're walking around the car, I love the sculpting over the rear wheels. You've got those cutouts that come forward from the rear lights. It really does stand out from other vehicles available. You know, it is an unusual thing to look at. And then the drama is only increased when you open the dihedral doors, and of course they lift up in that great scissor way, and it reveals all the open carbon of the tub. You see the carbon on the sills, you see the carbon in the doors themselves, and it adds a great amount of drama to getting in and out of this car. It does definitely give it some presence. So let's take a look at the performance. 0 to 60 time is 4.4 seconds. That puts it in line with the M2 manual. Now, that's not a slow car, but at a price point of 120 grand, it's comparable to some seriously impressive vehicles. You know, you're into very high-end spec 911s, you're into the GT3 territory. You know, there are some serious cars you can get for that money in that type of vehicle. And also the power it puts out, it's only putting out 360 horsepower, 230 horsepower from the petrol 1.5 litre 3-cylinder engine, and the 130 horsepower from the electric motors driving the front wheels. I think it's fair to say that in the initial instance, when I first started driving it at the beginning of the week, I wasn't overly impressed. You know, I love a naturally aspirated, petrol, fire-breathing, octane-burning machine, and this obviously is not that. And so the petrol head side of me, well, sort of felt mediocre about it. However, the side of me that really looks forward to new tech coming out, the side of me that can't wait to find out what the next iPhone announcement is going to be and what features you're going to get, actually this car really appeals. And actually, as I've spent more time with it and as I've driven it around in the week, I've become more and more fond of its features and the way it is. It's actually a really nice car to be in, and actually you can imagine driving it on a daily basis. I think it's an interesting glimpse as to where motoring development is going. The hybrid technology is definitely here to stay, and actually is only going to move towards electric in the next 10 years. You know, that's just one thing we're just going to have to accept. So how does this actually stack up as a hybrid? Under my testing, which is on country B roads, the batteries gave me 17 miles of range, which actually isn't bad. You know, that's pretty comparable to other things. What's also interesting is in sport mode, it does regen quite quickly. Obviously it is augmenting the power when you're on it, but actually under braking and when you're off the throttle, it's regenning the batteries and charging them up. And it does that quite fast. You know, you can quickly get another 10 miles in range on the batteries just by driving around. So it's a good combo. If you're doing a commute and you want a car that has the status, it has the style, it has the looks, it has dihedral scissor doors, then this is a very interesting proposition. And finally, I'd just like to say thanks to Coopers BMW Colchester for lending me this car for the week, giving me the opportunity to sort of gather my thoughts and give a review on it. It's been a really good experience, and I really appreciate them doing that, so thank you very much.